As we know and as we are reminded today, all death is tragic. And today we do need to remember that a family is suffering through the loss of a loved one. The following information, while preliminary, updates the community on where we are now in the matter of yesterday's shooting. New Orleans Police Department and Jefferson Parish Sheriff's officials started an investigation into illegal drug sales at 2651 Prentice Street several days ago, after learning of possible criminal activity involving the distribution of marijuana. To confirm this information, undercover surveillance activities and officers witnessed what was believed to be several hand-to-hand drug sales at this address. Yesterday afternoon, after observed additional drug sales, officers also witnessed 19-year-old Troy Deemer get into a white pickup truck carrying a white package believed to contain drugs. Officers did not lose contact and followed this white truck into Jefferson Parish, where Jefferson Parish deputies observed a traffic violation by the truck driver for failing to signal a lane change and elected to do a traffic stop. During the traffic stop, Jefferson Parish Sheriff's deputies smelled the odor of marijuana. A Louisiana State Police Narcotics K-9 team came to the scene, and the K-9 dog indicated on the white package the smell of drugs. Troy Deemer was subsequently, that package was given a voluntary search by the owner of the vehicle. That package was found to have 1 pound of marijuana. Troy Deemer was subsequently arrested for possession with intent to distribute marijuana, and Troy Deemer admitted to JPSO deputies that he was selling marijuana at the address of 2651 Prentice. NOP narcotics team then obtained a signed search warrant by an Orleans Parish magistrate judge to execute a search warrant at 2651 Prentice. NOPD 3rd District officers and Jefferson Parish Sheriff's deputies planned and executed a search warrant at that address. 4 Jefferson Parish Sheriff's deputies provided perimeter security in the back of the building, 3 NOPD officers provided perimeter security in front of the building, and 1 sergeant and 5 NOPD officers entered the residence. Before they entered the residence, officers announced their presence and announced their intention to serve a search warrant. Receiving no answer, they had to break the door. Officers then walked through the house repeatedly announcing, "Police, serving a search warrant." While some officers moved upstairs, a single gunshot was heard. 20-year-old Wendell Allen was fatally wounded on the 2nd floor stair landing. An autopsy today indicates that Allen died from 1 gunshot wound. No officers were injured, and no one else was injured. Officers recovered in the execution of the search warrant digital scales, packing materials, and 138 grams of marijuana, or about the amount of marijuana about the size of a novelty football, in addition to the 1 pound of marijuana that came from inside that house earlier in the day. The presence of digital scales and packaging materials is consistent with the intention to distribute narcotics in officers' experience. 20-year-old David Allen was arrested and booked with possession with intent to distribute marijuana. He was also on probation for simple robbery and theft and was booked on an outstanding court capias. The only other adult in the house, Brendan Bowles, was also arrested and booked with possession with intent to distribute marijuana. Through further investigation, detectives learned from an occupant of the house that a firearm had been hidden in the house. Detectives secured a 2nd search warrant, and as a result of executing that search warrant, found a Bersa .380 caliber semi-automatic weapon hidden in the house. That handgun is being analyzed by our crime lab. At the scene last night, we had 2 chaplains present who were available to assist in any way. Chief Boyle Alice met with the family and their attorney last night before the scene was finalized. There were 5 young children, we believe, who were in the house, ages from 1 to 14, when the search warrant was served. Those children were taken to the Child Advocacy Center to ensure that their immediate needs were taken care of, and that they would be interviewed by trained, skilled child advocacy expert interviewers. The NOPD Homicide Unit and the Public Integrity Bureau, our internal affairs, are jointly investigating this matter. This will be the 3rd incident that this joint investigative strategy has been used. As you will recall, in our 65-point plan, we announced that we would create a force investigations team under the direction of Chief Westbrook. That team will eventually take over the responsibility